Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
On the national news from Babangwagede Imo Television this hour, first the headlines. Sit at home has ended in Southeast, says Army Chief. Nigerians to start clearing goods from Cotonou port. Customs. Suspect killed 2 workers, buries corpses in shallow grave. 4 school children allegedly trapped in Lagos drainage. They destroyed Mohbad. And on sports, CAF snubs Nigerian referees for AFCON 2024. I am Morire Rebila Lawa. The news in detail. The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Taoreed Lagbaja, on Tuesday said the sit-at-home order in the southeast has ended. He stated this in Abuja during the COAS combined second and third quarter conference. According to him, the menace ended due to the heightened effort of troops in collaboration with relevant stakeholders. We have equally heightened our effort in containing criminalities perpetrated in the southeast region by the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, and Eastern Security Network. Through Operation Udoka, our troops have, in collaboration with all the relevant stakeholders, put an end to the infamous sit-at-home order that has almost crippled socio-economic activities in the region, Lagbaja said. Law-abiding citizens of the region now go about their businesses and everyday life. Similarly, our joint effort with various government agencies have quelled attempts by criminals to disrupt economic activities in the southwest region. On insurgency, the Army Chief said the activities of Boko Haram and other terrorists have been curtailed, adding that residents of the troubled state have commenced commercial activities in their states. He also said the Nigerian Army has established special forces units to tackle insecurity across the country. Lagbaja also pledged that under his watch, the welfare of troops and their families will be given high priority. To this end, troops' welfare and that of their families will remain predominant in all our efforts. I intend to consolidate all existing welfare arrangements to enhance the well-being of our troops and their families, as this will keep them focused on their tasks. In addition to providing befitting living quarters for our personnel, we shall ensure the newly introduced affordable home ownership option for all soldiers scheme, designed to provide affordable and high-quality post-service homes for our soldiers, Lagbaja said. The sit-at-home order was initially to demand release of pro-Biafra agitator and leader Nnamdi Kanu from prison. But the move, which in recent times assumed deadly dimensions, has greatly affected the region's economy and resulted in the loss of lives and properties. To the next story. The Acting Controller General of the Nigeria Customs, Adewale Adeniyi, on Tuesday announced that Nigerian importers would soon be able to clear their goods from the port in Cotonou, Benin Republic. He disclosed this in Abuja at the end of a 2-day working visit by the Director General and senior officials of the Customs Service of Benin Republic. Custom personnel from both countries entered into various agreements during the 2-day meeting in order to boost trade relations between Nigeria and Benin Republic, as well as corpse smuggling. While responding to a question at the event, Adewale said, "We are building confidence in the system offered by the Republic of Benin. Our importers are using their port and vice versa. If there are people in Benin Republic who want to use our port, we'll try to build trust in our systems." And by the virtue of this agreement, what it means is that the Nigerian importers willing to use the ports in Cotonou can have their goods cleared in those ports, because there would be an opportunity for them to pay duties on goods that are liable for payment of duties. We can account for duties on these goods in the port's arrival, so they will now be free to enter Nigeria. Reacting to concerns about vehicle smuggling, he said, "It goes beyond vehicles. Any goods arriving in Cotonou port, duty can be accessed and payment can be made, and from there, it comes into the Nigerian territory. It is just like what happens when goods come in through Lagos or Port Harcourt. It is pretty much the same. But we have not gone there. We have agreed on principle that we can operationalize this. So the steps that are going to take to get us that particular destination is what we are going to be working on." It was mentioned in the communique that was available to establish timelines when we hope to achieve that particular milestone. Adewale said the partnership between both nations would enhance customs administration, trade facilitation, and regional cooperation. Moving on to the next story. A 40-year-old man, Ibrahim Umar, has been arrested for allegedly killing two casual workers in Tarimka village in Gamawa, local government area of Bauchi state for ritual purpose. The suspect, a resident of Dankunkuru village in Ungogo, local government area of Kano state, was suspected to have come to the said Tenkara village for charcoal business, and in the course of his stay, the two persons went missing. Residents of the village were said to have suspected Umar of being responsible for their disappearance. The police public relations officer, Bauchi State Command, Ahmed Wakil, stated this in a statement made available to journalists in the state on Tuesday. Wakil, a superintendent of police, said that the suspect was promptly arrested by a police operative when they received a report of the incident. It said that a state commissioner of police, Awal Mohammed, condemned the gruesome killing of two casual workers and appealed for calm. He warned the people of the state to desist from posting unverified stories on social media which could cause chaos in the society, assuring that justice would take its full course. On September 10, 2023, at about 9:58 a.m., when Adamu Muhammad, male 57 of Tenkara village, Gamawa local government's Bauchi state, reported at Gamawa Division Police Headquarters that about 1 month ago, one Kabiru Idi, male 36, and Bato Ali, male 18, both of the same address, were missing. When Ibrahim Umar, male 40 of Dankunkuru village in Ungogo, LGA of Kano State, who came to the said Tenkara village for charcoal business, was suspected to have perfected the abduction and disappearance of the aforementioned persons. On receipt of the report, a team of detectives were quickly drafted to the scene and eventually arrested the suspect. During interrogation, the suspect confessed to have killed and buried the two casual workers in a shallow grave around the outskirts of the town. Consequently, the requisite coroner's form was filled and bodies were exhumed from the said grave with discreet investigation. These bodies were established to be those of the missing persons and are certified dead by a medical practitioner. Thereafter, the command handed over the corpses to the relatives for burial according to their respective religious rites. Investigation further uncovered that the accused killer killed the two persons in a bid to make ritual money out of their dead bodies, the CP said. Wakil further stated that a search at the house of the suspect led to the discovery of human blood. Moving on to the next story. Information learned that 4 children were attempting to cross the flooded expressway in the area when the water swept them into the open drainage. Utman Salami and Eddie Young Ikpoto kindly shared a story. 4 yet to be identified school children were allegedly trapped in an open drainage in the early hours of Tuesday in Bagada area of Lagos State. The information said in the 22-second Instagram post by @MyBagada, a social media handle for the resident of the community. An eyewitness could be heard saying, "I don't know what the story is exactly, but I think it's either a secondary school or primary school child fell into this express drainage." 4 children reportedly fell into the drainage at Bagada Expressway this morning because water had filled the drain pipe. From the report, 3 of them have been taken out while 1 is still stuck inside the canal, stated accompanying with the post. If you're just joining, you are watching the national news from Baba Bagide Imo Television. As regards the death of the uprising Nigeria star Mohbad, netizens are coming out for Mohbad's former label boss and mate Naira and Zinoliski for mourning the singer. On Tuesday, the devastating news of the death of Mohbad sent waves to the entertainment industry, explaining and especially the music industry. The singer passed away at the age of 27 from complications arising from an ear infection. His label boss and mate Naira and Zinoliski, who he had beef with before his death, took to their Instagram story to mourn them with a heartbroken emoji. Reacting to it, netizens blamed the death of Mohbad on Naira as in an Instagram live session a year back. The singer told his fans to hold his label responsible if he died untimely. Following his demise, many are dragging Malians for killing the young champ and introducing him to a mentally unstable lifestyle. When Paul wrote, Naira destroyed the boy mentally, cancelled him against show promoters the off Mohbad light. When Fit Joseph, Naira and Zino, every other person might be afraid to say this, but I'm not afraid. You'll have to explain what happened to Mohbad. Rest in peace, Mohbad.
You know, like this. I shall see the way she Mohbad. I shall see the way she Mohbad. Swala. And Naira did you. Naira did you. Osari Pumole. I shall see the way she. I shall the way she. Oba Lomo. And Naira is fucking there.
Okay, guys, so watch this second video. Let's find out the.
But I ain't how eternal blame.
Watch the video.
When I see someone high on shit, I know what's wrong with them. Do you know what I mean? But I ain't how eternal blame.
What?
Blame thing and shit. If Mohbad didn't do a video on that, I wouldn't even bother explaining. But it's because it's nothing big. It's a family issue. But obviously, it's obvious it's not in the right sense. Like, it's obvious it's not in the right state of mind, bro. Because why always him? And what happened? What did he say, Naira Marley? What did he say, Naira Marley? I was standing. What the fuck would I touch Mohbad or let anyone touch Mohbad? The problem is, I'm trying to butt out. I give up my job. Get inside. I want lock on up. I will go do Sibe. I'm going to yeah, what was I saying again? Come on, Soleno. Huh? Yeah, I don't even know how to explain the story, man. But obviously, there was the chat in the group chat. He said he wants to change. Yeah. He said he wants to fucking change manager or something like that. Or him and his manager is having an argument. His manager is not my brother. I don't know what he's saying. It's obviously probably high. But when he get in the right state of mind, he's going to explain himself and apologize as usual. And whatever, he changed his manager, which is very fine with him and me. Then he came. He doesn't stay here, you know. He's basically moved out for some reasons, for his right state of mind. Then he came here. He saw me in the studio. He came with like 4 people. No, 3. There was 3 of them. All together with him, 4. He said yo to me, yo. He sat down. C Black was in the studio. A lot of people was in the studio. The other 2 people was with in the studio did not even say anything to me. He just came to fight his manager. But bear in mind, yeah, Mohbad is not the type of person that fights. He doesn't fight, bro. I can promise you guys. Mohbad has never had a fight in his whole life. In his whole entire life. He's not a fight. He doesn't fight, bro. Unless something is wrong with him again, slowly. That's when he feels aggressive. But he came to the studio to fight Tunde. I told him no. But obviously, it's not in the right state of mind. He's just, when he sat next to me, he's just smelling of the maddest shit, bro. I told him he's high. Like, you know what I mean, bro? I told him he's high of something, whatever he's high of. He came to fight his manager with his guys. I tried to save him. I told him, listen, you're not his manager anymore. Just leave him. Why do you want to? He was like, come here, son, Shojon. Come here, son, Shojon. So, female matter, lolly. Mo sọ kó tẹ̀ máa lọ́lé kó filẹ̀ ó náà máa bá sọ ó náà lọ́lé kejì lọ́ba tí ní sọ mo náà wá já wà ń bẹ wọn mọ̀ ó ní náà kóhun láti bá sọ̀rọ̀ bọ̀ ibi tí orí tó máa jẹ̀kó ni kò ní ṣaláì máa jẹ̀kó bóyá bọ́tà ó dà ń pé orí Túndé àwọn mẹ́ta àbí mẹ́rin tó wà pẹ̀lú wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí yọ wẹ́ṣẹ̀ sí àwọn obviously gbogbo wọn tó ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí yọ wẹ́ṣẹ̀ wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí nà Túndé ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí mo sọ pé wọ́n wá pè mí lókè wọ́n sọ pé kíní jẹ́ ń wá pa. Then what part? What pay me? Also pay kini on dim wo ben gen on jebi were. Obviously is my guy now. Obviously is my boy. Obviously is my boy now. Look, he's bites out.
The Confederation of African Football (CAF) has once again omitted Nigerian referees from the list of officials for the upcoming 2023 Africa Cup of Nations in Cote d'Ivoire. The CAF listed 32 center referees, 33 assistant referees, and 2 VAR officials for the showpiece training session on its website on Tuesday. And no single official from Nigeria was considered. 3 names each from Egypt and Algeria topped the list of center referees, followed by 2 each from Morocco, Mauritania, and Mauritius. Gabon, Ghana, Benin, Congo, Somalia, and a number of other nations are also included. The assistant referees list includes representatives from Comoros in Djibouti, Burkina Faso, Sao Tome and Principe, Algeria, Egypt, Morocco, Kenya, Cote d'Ivoire, and South Africa. There are 4 VAR referees chosen from Egypt, South Africa, Morocco, and Mauritius. The following nations were chosen for the technical instructors and physical trainers: Zimbabwe, Burundi, Cote d'Ivoire, Senegal, Morocco, and Djibouti. Only Egypt produced the 3 VAR technicians and the IT support, while South Africa and Benin Republic each produced 1 member of the CAF referee committee for the showpiece coming up in Cote d'Ivoire, January 2024. With our sports story, we've come to the end of the national news from BGI television today. Before we go, some headlines. Sit at home has ended in Southeast, says Army Chief. Nigerians to start clearing goods from Cotonou ports, customs. We also brought to you suspect killed 2 workers, buries corpse in shallow grave in Bauchi. 4 school children allegedly trapped in Lagos drainage. And on a sad note, Nigeria lost an uprising artist, Mohbad, rest in peace. Finally, on sport, CAF snubs Nigeria referees for AFCON 2024. For more updates of our broadcast on YouTube, our handle is Babagide Imo Television. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell. Select option all to access all of our broadcasts. On Facebook, Bagide Imo with Alawi Adebayo. Please like and follow the page. For ad replacement of your goods and services, coverage of events and functions, please dial the phone number streaming on the screen for ad replacement only. Thank you for watching. I am Morire Rabila Lawal. Good afternoon.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.